Gang, let's talk about that middle-class famous tour, baby, coming to a town near you.
The hottest thing on the road right now.
We've been zipping all over the country, and we're coming to a town near you. Kippy, straighten them out.
First of all, we got a second show out in Chicago. Sold the first one out at
Yes, we did.
Zany's.
Yep.
Still some tickets left for the late show. Then we're over there in Rosemont. Tickets are moving for that, so get them goddamn
Get on
pickies.
that.
Then we're also going to be in Pittsburgh, Buffalo, and Detroit. Get them now before they're gone.
Yep.
It's a stand-up show. We play AYG with the crowd. You've seen the clips. What are we doing? Come see us.
Bring the homies, bring the bozos, bring the squad.
Do it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Sure is.
Little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and
Yeah.
we find out if they're good to be classy, or if they're just a big old piece of trash.
Trash.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day down here in Anthony's basement. The smell of spring is in the air, and also a little bit of pee dog coming out of her room.
What's P-Dog?
She's up there getting wet, I think.
Wait, what?
Little
puss?
formaldehyde. No,
Wait.
no.
What's P-Dog?
Sure, man. She's up there getting loose, I think.
P-Dog? What is...
Angel dust, motherfucker. Talking about the good shit.
I thought you meant she was up there getting railed in a sundress or something.
That's what you like, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It smells like burning wire coming out of her room. I don't know what she's into.
Ketamine.
But I know it ain't kind bud, I can tell you that. My co-host is coming at you from across the table. As you know, it's a family episode right here.
Baby.
Just Uncle Hank, Kippy, T-Bone, the homies, and the bozos. Just the fam. Kevin James Ryan, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, gang. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are... Cooking. And then, obviously, the greatest website. Oh, I like that. That was a new True to Roof. Really hit the high note.
Yeah, Red Bull hit you, huh?
You were like Steven Tyler over there. I look over. He's got a scarf on his microphone. Guys, Patreon.com, the greatest goddamn website ever invented. Shout out to Al Gore for inventing the internet. Appreciate that, motherfucker. You sign up, you get bonus episodes, AYG, episodes of Hard Feeling every week, which are pretty fucking bonkos. You got to check those out for sure.
Everybody relax. We're joking. We're having a good time.
It's all scripted. And then we do live streams every month with our top two tiers. There's fucking so much shit on there. We did cribs of our childhood homes we grew up in. We have videos of us going to the shore, like 10 minute
We got Disney
videos.
coming up, and we got the $10,000 bet.
Let's
cut the bullshit. Sell the tomahawk steak.
Disney's in the books.
Forget about the appetizers.
We're doing the $10,000 bet next week. Gonna shit myself. Hey,
Dropping
boy.
10 G's down in AC.
I wonder if we don't have it, if we just show them like the home screen of Patreon and be like, listen, we're good for it. I'm just not liquid right now.
These koozies are just as good as money.
Because if you need koozies, we got about 15 grand of them laying around.
What are you going to do? Your hands freezing holding the drink, huh? How about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire, the Magic Man, makes us all look good. Give it up for T-Bone McScruffins, Toby McButtons.
What's up, dudes?
T-Bone.
Yeah, if there's any podcasts out there looking for a new producer, I'm going to need a job in about a week once we fucking spin that roulette wheel, dude.
We're paying you in merch.
Wait till the hard feelings if that thing loses. Ay, caramba.
I'm going to deny the whole thing.
You thought last week between me and the big man were bad. It's going to be rough.
Speaking of Patreon, I wanted to bring something up. As I told you on that Hard Feelings episode.
Told me a lot of things on that Hard Feelings episode.
Mostly to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Mostly that I'm a bad human being.
But if you don't know, I got caught. I got
Holding your
violated in a fucking hotel room by a fucking cleaning person.
Someone playing with your P-Dog.
It's like an hour before checkout. I'm fucking getting ready in the bathroom, and this fucking guy walks into my fucking room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing there buck naked. I got my fucking leg up on the sink, a hairdryer halfway up my asshole, and he's fucking sneaking a peek at my fucking goodie bag. But I discovered something in that hotel. You tell me if you think this is classy or not.
I'm listening.
I've never done this, but I've been doing it ever since I was at that hotel.
Okay.
You ever take a hand towel and just leave it on the edge of the sink
It's nice.
to operate.
It's nice.
Dude, there's no backsplash.
It's like fine dining.
Shit doesn't get on your fucking shirt. You don't got toothpaste all over you.
Uh-huh.
It's a real nice trick. Just regular hand towel in the house. Sacrifice it. Put it in front of the sink. I started doing it at the house.
Those hand towels in hotels are tough for me to operate.
I use them for everything.
That's why.
And I stole
That's
them.
why it's tough for me to use them.
I stole
I know
the
what
makeup-
I've used them for, and then to go dry off with it, it's a tough look.
He's not talking about doing the windows. You know what I mean?
So it's like it's a little. I'm a germ guy. I'm in my head a lot, and it's like, are they doing cold washes? They doing
No,
hot washes?
what?
What are they doing over there?
That they'd shut down. Are you kidding me?
Who knows?
You think they're putting those things on the gentle cycle?
I don't
No.
know. I
No,
don't
they're
know.
doing that at a crematorium.
They should be. They should be new ones every fucking time.
But I stole the two. They put makeup
The
rags.
two
out.
phones, what? The makeup, or the past two places we had the makeup rags that are darker colors.
I
so
took
they-
them.
so maybe that's what the charges were on the Amex.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I got knocked for $550.
Counting the fucking makeup bags.
I don't know.
Jesus.
So that's in your blood to steal shit from a hotel, man.
Well, I know
You can't shake that. Your mom will take anything not bolted down. What? They want you to take the remotes. They're begging you to take them.
Mom, whose phone books are these?
How
no.
many Bibles do you need, Pat?
The ladies use them now a lot. Those makeup things are hot.
Yeah, to clean off.
Yeah, they all
so
have-
they're
they're
not,
separate.
They're colored so they don't stain up.
Yeah. So I yanked a couple of them. That was the present that I brought back.
The big thing on the road.
Figure why hit the gift shop. You know what I mean?
My place did not have a gift shop. You could buy meth out front if you wanted. The big thing on this trip was the one hotel we stayed in Phoenix had a Bluetooth enabled mirror in the bathroom.
I told you I don't like those mirrors. It's too intense.
That I told you I don't.
Especially if you got a
I don't need
couple
that
of-
thing peeking on me. If it's got Bluetooth if it's got Bluetooth capabilities, who knows? There's a little cam in there.
Yeah, I feel like Briscoe's on the other side of that thing.
Exactly.
Waiting for me to crack.
Yeah. You just hear a knock on it. Someone comes in.
Step forward.
Yeah, what the fuck? Where's your ball sack? I'm like, I don't know. It's fucking. I was in the pool. What do you want from it?
Sir, put your penis back on.
Not me, man. I saw that thing. I hooked up Toot Sweet, cranked it, gave him a show.
No.
I cranked it too. It's real loud, man.
I left my bathing suit
I
on.
mean-
I wasn't. Yeah, you got to get up pretty early in the
You got a
morning.
big piece of tape on the mirror.
I got the fucking blue electrical tape.
Not
Yeah,
catching me
fuck that,
slipping.
man. I'm real weird. I'll look,
It looks like there's somebody in there.
Yeah, there's all like dots and not. Get the fuck out of here. With
We don't need smart mirrors. Knock that shit off. They're gonna take over. Fucking kill us all.
Wake up, it's over top of you.
The Doobie Brothers are playing.
Yeah. Also, that one hotel room, which was trashy at first, but I ended up loving it immediately. You guys were complaining about it at first. The TV was on the left-hand side
I love
of the
the
bed.
TV on the side. I'm
It's
a side
fucking
guy.
Fantastic.
I lay sideways and watch TV.
And then that way you can turn around at night and not have the TV blasting on your face if you want to keep Seinfeld playing, because you got to give them the views. You know
I don't
what
like
mean?
it at my feet. I feel like I'm in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You had a real good line at the Airbnb in Denver where you're like, somebody hit the Seinfeld button. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, let's get it cooking. I tweeted that. Did all right. Doggy, I got a little something I wanted to get into. We've talked about it, but I finally, as you know, I was very anti-air fryer for a long time. We both were on this show.
Oh, fuck.
I bought one a couple months ago, never opened it up. I'm telling you, I'm like talking to the bird. I'm like, what are you gonna do for Din? She goes, I don't know. We could go here, we could go there. I was like, let's make fucking some steaks on like the cast iron. I like doing that, like the fucking butter.
You got it seasoned? Did you take the time and season it and all that stuff?
Relax.
Okay.
Hey,
Just making sure. You're a
Johnny-
90s kid.
Johnny
you know?
Toaster Oven. Fucking zip it, will you?
We always had one of those.
I like doing that. That's fun. I like that process, and then like letting it rest and the fucking slice. I like cutting stuff
Oh,
on a
you
board.
do the spoon with the thyme in there?
Yeah, what am I just said that. You
Fucking Bozo Ramsey over here.
yeah, whatever. It's a good time. So I'm like, let's do that. She goes, let's try the air fryer. It's been sitting in the kitchen in a box in a corner. I go, all right. We had some steak tips. Shout out butcherbox.com. I'm telling you, 7 minutes in this fucking thing. It's crazy. What's going on in there? It was the best, dude. It was the best bite of steak I've ever had in my life.
Well, we didn't coordinate this.
Throw a little Montreal fucking seasoning on there too.
I hate to admit it. We also purchased one about a month or so ago.
I know. We've mentioned you've purchased one.
And she's fucking big on it. Dude, you could put a fucking lizard in there, and it's fucking crispy.
I don't know,
and
dude.
delicious.
I don't know what's going on. It's proper it's changed
wild.
They need to be bigger though. I need like a pizza oven one. You know what I mean? Because everything's got to be separated and stuff like that. I need
half a
big
steak
guy.
in there.
Yeah.
Eventually, you two will start listening when people telling you that things are good.
No.
People don't know what's going on.
No.
Only I do. I'm
Fuck
never
out
wrong.
of here. The process is something comes out, you shit on it, you hate it because you don't know about it and you're scared of it. Then you try it once and you fucking deny you ever fucking discredited it. I always liked an air fryer. They're fantastic. Mine's light blue,
Well, I
too.
always admit while I'm wrong. I hated it in the beginning, and now it's fantastic. Dude, it came out. I'm like, we were sitting in the kitchen, like, we didn't even, like, plate it. We were just, like, eating it out of the thing because we got so excited how good it was. It was a fucking good time. Throwing Hansi a piece. Hey, take one, you know what I mean? Hansi's big on roast beef nowadays. That's what we're training with.
Roast beef?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, was he a divorced dad? Roast beef?
He's a dog.
What, are you getting slices at the deli?
Yeah.
You get like a half a pound of
They
roast
have
beef?
it pre-sliced. Yeah.
Never roast beef in our house when I was a kid.
We got it for the dog.
ham and turkey.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not, who the fuck's eating? What 9-year-old's eating roast beef sandwiches?
I knew a couple of kids that rolled in with
Yeah,
them.
they're no longer living for sure. They were in a bad way with even worse people. Those guys.
Fucking looking for a trade. We had sanctions on those kids.
Yeah, no, we got it
Fucking
for him.
embargo you.
You got to train them with high priority treats when you want to teach them something new, or that you know.
Did you give them Skittles or something?
He's over there with bubble tape. Whatever.
Good
But
stuff.
it's a fam episode.
Fam-ep.
Like the big man said. So, guys, when you sign up for Patreon, we will answer your garbage question on the air. Just the best way to do it. And also, if you're listening to this the day it comes out, come see us at fucking Rosemont Zanies.
We're
I
in
think I have that
Chicago right
schedule
now?
lined up correct, right? Yeah, this comes out Thursday.
Woo-wee.
Yeah, this comes out Thursday.
Yes.
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town, 2 sold-out shows, maybe. And then tonight in Rosemont, come see the boys.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to get back to Chicago.
And if one of them isn't sold out, we'll crop that pic, make it look real nice.
Oh, I got my best crop guy on it. I'm flying.
I don't know what's going on the lights in this place.
I'm flying in New Guy Luke just to crop that real nice.
Just crash test dummies sitting in the back. Having a good time, though. Come out and see us, gang. Can't wait. Never been to Rosemont before.
Yeah, I don't think it's like an anchor city. You know what I mean? It's not really drawing a lot of. It's a suburb.
No, it's an area by the airport.
What's the convention center like, huh? They have a football team? The Rosemont Rollers?
That's the football team. They're on rollerblades getting decked.
Oh, no, I was thinking they were all on ecstasy. They're just lining up, hugging each other.
Bet you would, drug boy, huh?
Yeah, get your hands on some pee dog.
Yeah, that's what you like. Ooh, go up there with Tutty. Smoke a little sherm.
Or fucker.
Shit gets weird.
Uh,
Kippy's got a hair on him today.
a hair on him.
You're a little spry in the spring here. A lot of sex talk coming out of you.
Okay.
Kid's all riled up. I like it.
All right. This one's from St. Ben, $10 homies. It trash to go to an AYG live show on a Thursday, still be hungover on Sunday. Ouch.
Damn.
Let's go, baby. That's what we're doing at these shows. We're partying.
Yikes.
Yeah. That's a good time.
Couple of casualties on this trip.
So-
People are getting fucked up.
I know. But okay. This one, home run of a name. If you ask me, I'm partial in this, though. You know what I mean?
KJ something?
Foley lies. Hey, I don't agree with it, but you got the big man done the rights.
That's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right over the plate.
Give him the heat. He wants the smoke.
This is from Foley's a fat lying piece of shit.
No, now that's my Patreon name. Let's see, $10 homie. One time my mom made me go in and prepay $3 in change at the gas station when I was 10 because she was too embarrassed.
Ooh.
That's a tough
Scars you.
look. Oh, you'll never forget that till the day you die. That guy probably hates paying with anything in change. He probably gets change and throws it back at the cashier.
I remember my mom doing that shit. fucking drove me crazy. Just look in there. There's more change in there. That, and as I've mentioned, when the checkbook used to come out in the fucking grocery store, I used to tear up. I thought they were going to take the house away from us.
Oh yeah, that was bad. The check. We were never.
You don't got cash on you?
We were never.
The fuck?
We were never a big check in the grocery store, but I do remember times I had like an SAT tutor or like a prep or whatever. This girl, I think I've mentioned her before. She was fucking the size of a house. I don't even know how she fit in this tiny little room. And she would eat egg rolls while she was fucking test prepping me. It was fucking. She would hold them like cigarettes. It was fucking crazy.
I feel like your parents are trying to cut like TV lawyer deals. We're like, yeah, we'll give you half up front and the other half if he gets into college.
Oh, it was real like she was like, I remember my mom was behind. You know what I mean? It was one of those things like you had to pay, I think, like every time or once a month or whatever. And like I would just go in on my own and out and like, she'd be like, did your mom give you a check? And I'm like, no. I'm like, my sister dropped me off.
She's ripping out of the parking lot?
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like, lady, you think this is the first time I've been lying about money? You're nuts. I've been pulling this. My parents told me this scam about 15 years ago, Toots.
I think she sent it to the phone company. She's all mixed up.
Denise is upside down and a dumbass kid.
Big head. I'm looking at those egg rolls. If a train leaves now, give me a fucking egg roll.
Giving you high priority treats.
But got any roast beef back there? But I remember my mom was like, don't cash it till Monday or whatever. And I remember being like, but like that's.
Did you know what that meant at the time?
I was fucking 17. Yeah, I knew what it meant. I was taking the SAT.
Been writing bad checks for years at that point.
I had to get back to the factory to work.
I didn't know that you could do that, and then when I found out you could do that,
well, it's like a handshake deal.
I never wrote the actual date. I always pushed it.
2028. Sure, it's 1999.
Save this for the millennium. By then it'll be worth double.
Yeah, she would. But like looking back, honestly, like I've lied about when not having money about having money for. Till about, fucking 6 months ago or whatever. Mm-hmm. Of, the checking, the FUD, the check, the thing, the guy, always have a him-hauled story to, that nobody believes, I'm sure. Mm-mm. But for my mom to be like, listen, in front of me, in front of this lady, this woman's just like, and it's for the betterment of her son, of being like, hey, I don't have it, but here's a check. Wait until fucking Friday. That takes a lot of fucking gumption or ball, you know what I mean? Like, you really got to swallow your pride in that thing. Then we got back in her Sebring convertible and fucking peeled out.
All for you to get in the temple. And drink yourself within an inch of your life.
Hey, that marketing degree worked out pretty good.
I assume you had to, back in the day, negotiate with Verizon or whoever your cell phone company was. If you were late on the payment and they got a hold of you on the phone.
Oh, me personally?
Yes, of course.
My shit got shut off yesterday. That's what
I know, but back
took
in the
a while
day,
for me to call.
back in the day, it was different. You could say, "I'm gonna have it in 2 weeks."
Oh, they'll give you. They would be like, "Hey, we can extend it out until the 19th if it was like the 5th or whatever." And then the second they said that,
Judgment
I was like,
Day.
"Call my boys, meet me at the bar. Let's go."
Kick that down the road for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
let that breathe a little bit.
That was always big. Like it was like I forget what they used to call it. Like it was not the honor system, but it was like good faith payment or something.
Oh fuck!
We'll register it as it's
a payment promise.
A promise payment. Yeah.
I'd break one of those like a
buddy,
twig.
I've been lying my whole life. What are you doing? You dumb broad. Give me the fucking service. Give me the Wi-Fi. Let's go.
You're on the stand. Well, Your Honor, my fingers were crossed.
You can't see my crossing my eyes the whole time.
Even when they would some people over the phone, they would back you into a corner they would say, "Now we're going to record it. You say yes, I agree to this at the time."
Oh,
I was committing perjury with every fucking tech company in the world.
Now it's one. Press 1 to authorize payment of fucking whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, he texted me.
I thought it was a 2.
He texted me yesterday or 2 days ago. Hey, call me ASAP. And I go to call him back, and it's like beep beep beep. You've been redirected to Sprint online payment system. I was like, god damn it! I thought I squared up the. I have the money. Let's go on record. Kippy's got the cash.
He sent the check.
I just lose my debit cards a lot, and then it's saved on auto pay, and then like they just text you, hey, you got to pay your bill, but like, you know, if you're fucking bebopping and scatting, I'm like, oh, I'll get to it. I never get to it.
You make it sound like you're a real playboy with half a phone on.
Eating roast beef.
I was in Morocco. At the time difference, you're like that dude. Who was that guy they were hunting down that was ripping off the girls?
Oh, my enemies are after me?
Yeah.
The Tinder swindler?
The Tinder
Yeah,
swindler.
I've been doing that. I've been doing that to cell phone providers for the past decade.
The Sprint swindler.
Well, I was Sprint, but I think T-Mobile bought them, but they still treat me like the stepchild. I call, it's like, are you a Sprint? I'll go into T-Mobile, and they'll go, are you a Sprint customer? I go, yeah, and then they, like, send you in the basement to, like, next to the cobwebs.
Go talk to Igor
Yeah,
downstairs.
it's real fucking second-class citizen shit.
I'll be with you in an hour.
That's why I'm a Mint Mobile man.
Dude,
There you go.
Sprint is a very cell phone holster on the belt company.
I'm very surprised that he uses it. It's crazy.
It was through my family's business account, and then I left, and I was just like, I just went there, I guess, to keep that number, because I think you had to stay.
They already sent you the free T-shirt. What are you going to do? Huh?
No, but it was before you could.
Hey, I took the phone case. They got me.
I got a big Sprint foam finger on.
Can't part with this beauty.
Ah, shit. My dialing wand. But I think at that time you couldn't go like provider to provider. I think like to keep my number, I had this is fucking, you know, whatever, 15 years ago or something. I had to stay in Sprint.
If you changed your number back then, you might as well have shot yourself in the face in a parking lot somewhere.
Uh-huh.
It took months to regain
I
numbers back, for people to know who you were,
yeah.
your guy to call you back.
I did it one time to free myself of it, to start fresh.
What?
Yeah.
What did you have, heat on you?
No, it was like this liberating feeling of like, I'm fucking starting over clean. That's why, like, when you get big, like, I'll text some of these bigger guests that we have, you know, who we become chums with, and I'll text them, and then I just get ghosted, and then they text me from a different number, like, a month later, like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Ooh.
They stay switching numbies.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. I called 1-800-JOE Rogan, nothing.
He knows me! I'm Tony's friend!
I know Tony, Ari, Tammy, I know everybody.
Talk to Big Hank. He'll vouch for me. Joey!
Oh, shout out to fucking Hank, too. Hank
Shout
in
out to
Austin,
Hank.
Texas. Good guy.
Good man. Good time down there. Kip,
Yeah.
let's talk about movement, baby.
Move.
Do you like cool watches? You like cool sunglasses?
Look at me. I'm a cool guy. I like cool stuff. Get movement.
And we're self-made guys, aren't we? Let me tell you the story about two of the guys that are self-made gentlemen. Two college dropouts.
from Southern California.
Wanted to turn the sunglass industry upside down. That's
Upside
exactly
down.
what they did. Now you go to the website, sunglasses, watches, fraction of the price, looks designer, looks high-end, top quality, fantastic. Check out Movement.
Best thing, they don't break the bank. Nope. All designed out of their California headquarters, baby. Shipping to over 100.
That's their Hollywood.
160 countries. They were nice enough. They sent us 2 watches. I got my
Yeah,
I got my nice when me and the bird go out to dinner somewhere nice. I throw in a Movement. Let them look at it.
You know what I
It's the
want?
only time I use it when I want to look rich.
You know what I wanted to ask you is my girl, she's on the computer all the
All
time.
right, I'll talk to her.
I'll show her a couple of websites. Her eyes get real wonky when she's doing the computer.
Oh,
It'd be
maybe.
nice if Movement made something to help the eyes when you're on the computer all day.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute, they did.
Maybe they got the Everskull blue light filtering glasses. It's a game changer.
How about that?
Really helps with eye strain, poor sleeping patterns, and I got good modern styles, frames. My wife uses them too.
Yeah, you don't want to be walking around with a monocle in like a loser.
If you want to elevate your look with style that doesn't break the bank, then join Movement and get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/garbage. One more time, that's mvmt.com/garbage. Do it.
Back to the show.
Back to the show. All right, let's see here. This one we've talked about a little bit, but I don't think we've ever talked about it this way. This is from Eric, HYOAYK. have you or anyone you know.
Nice.
That's what they're doing over there on a Treon.
I like it.
Purposely screwed up a food order at the restaurant you work at so you can eat the messed up food later.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We talked about, I think people would like call it in or
Wait,
something.
you didn't want pancakes on that burger? You sure?
I could have swore you said pancake burger. Nothing? Is it me? Am I crazy?
So you don't want this cheesesteak omelet, is that right?
Yeah. Ooh,
I meant to say cheesecake.
Never. I'm in. That's a pro move.
Pro move.
Yeah. I was never really. I was more of a busboy in my days, so I didn't really have access to the computers.
Pro move.
Real pro move. This one I never thought about. This is Tommy. Is it garbage to check the website to see what prizes are left before buying scratcher tickets? So now it's all public information. If you go to like Pencil or New York State Lotto.com, they have how many say whatever it is.
Lucky Fives.
Lucky Fives Cash for Life. You go, they go, okay. There's, I don't know, I'm making this number up, 100,000 Lucky Fives printed. There's 4 winners, and none of them are claimed.
Really?
Or 3 of them are claimed, or 1 of them are. I think it's like, the Patriot Act or something.
Imagine
They gotta print the numbers.
Who's the dirtbag lobbyist for that?
Well, I think that's
into fucking.
That's an honest thing.
Going into Congress.
Open up the books. Stop letting these bozos cheat us.
Huh.
That's trashy. But at the end of the day,
yeah, it's a smart move.
I feel like if you're thinking that on that level, like that's chess, not checkers shit, why not apply that to something bigger than scratchers?
Well,
you got the brains, kid. You're doing the work.
I think from what you told me about people knowing the roles and this and that and what's hot and what's not, you add that in the mix, that starts to make it a little bit more of a fucking science than an art.
Gives you a little bit of an edge. I think the thing of like the tickets come out. When I used to work at the supermarket, they had the machine, and the running theory was when they restocked it, the winners were at the beginning of the roll. That seemed like real dirtbag law. I don't know what that was based.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know what that was based on. I don't know if they were reading that on a
Get
website.
that in a sleazebag encyclopedia.
Yeah, that was real fucking trashy. But I guess maybe I don't know.
If the vending guy's smoking, there's no winners. Go to the next 7-Eleven.
Yeah, they would get in fights and shit.
Have you ever used one of those vending machines? I've never used the actual vending machine.
Oh yeah.
No, I like talking to the guys about it. What's good tonight?
Hand-to-hand
Give me a Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a Blackjack 2s.
Mm-hmm.
A pack of sour Skittles.
I've gone from the Coinstar to the scratch off.
That's
vending machine.
talk about betting it all on black.
Rags to riches over here.
That's something else.
You got $40, you got to reinvest 5. Come on.
That's very much like this. This is from James. Is it garbage to go to the gas station knowingly you're only going to buy $5 worth of scratchers and only get gas if you win?
Damn.
That's really, buddy. If you're only going to get gas if you win, you shouldn't be driving to the gas station. Just wait.
How much can I get for a free ticket?
You're standing there trying to sell the free ticket.
75 cents. $1.
I remember that was the one of the times I remembered. Like we've said, like families draw hard lines in the sand of what they'll do and what they won't do, like garbage-wise.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I remember I was talking to my buddy, and he was like, yeah, if you trade in this is back in the day when GameStop just opened, but it was like you trade in your N64, you can get $100 or whatever it was, And then I'm like, yeah, but I want the cash. He goes, yeah, then just sit by the cash register and ask people, hey, give me the cash, and I'll use my and I'm like, that's something my parents would disown me if I sat out front of a fucking GameStop
if you're lurking
shelling store credit.
If you're lurking around the register like a vulture.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's insane.
A third-party transaction? Get the fuck out of here.
That's real trashy shit.
Hey, man, where's your green shirt? If
Which
not,
I feel
beat
Toby's... I can see Toby remembering a story as we're talking.
No, I'm just imagining a guy being like, you want Tekken? I'll give it to you 50 cents on the dollar.
I know. It's like, I'm not doing all that for $50 now. Even then, I'm like, I'll fucking rob somebody.
Okay, what I was actually thinking about was when I had a food stamp card and running that scam with my homies.
You had a food stamp card?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. What are you, a single mother? What's
I
going
know.
on?
What the fuck?
I was
Women in need?
I was broke, dude.
Get a fucking job, you long-haired hippie.
Yeah.
That's for people who need it, you
I gotta
scumbag.
do kickflips.
I needed it, dude. And
You couldn't find a waiting tables job somewhere?
If the government can buy missiles for Syria, they can buy me a goddamn sandwich.
Oh, my God.
That's it. Toby's done.
But I need that meatball hoagie.
I found a place to let me buy cigs with it.
It's one of the only social programs in America that works.
Man. How long were you on this?
I don't know, a couple months.
Government assistance, huh?
Yeah, I was on unemployed.
I mean, the pandemic's one thing. What are you going to do? But Jesus.
Yeah, you were taking handout left and right during the pandemic. Right. Not me. I was working hard, subtitling stand-up clips.
I've never taken $1. Except those stimmies. They went to everybody.
Listen, nobody turned their back on the stimmy.
They deposited out into my account. I couldn't say no.
Global pandemic. What do you want?
Oh, dude, that reminds me.
Open the clubs back up. I'll do the shoes. If not, cut the check. I'll put my hours in on Friday.
It was when shit was getting obvious, the shit was getting bad in the pandemic, and it was me and you were doing hard feelings. It was right when we started this. We were doing hard feelings every morning.
Ouch.
And I remember being like, all right, this is going to be longer. Like, shit shut down at this point. And I'm like, all comedy's done. I was working for that guy part-time. He was, like, kind of keeping me on or a little bit or whatever. And I remember I called my mom. I'm like, yo, I got to fucking rent a pet, like, fucking, let's open up the books. Make good. What are we, give me the routing number. What are we doing here, Tuts? And she's like, all right.
You're applying for relief through your mom?
Dude, she's like.
Filling out an application?
She goes,
like, all right, you got to press 1 to agree you'll pay me back.
Add it to the total, because you ain't getting none of it. Add it to that bike you bought me. I said I'd pay you back for, too. No, she's like, listen. Let me talk to your stepdad. She's like, I'll see what we can do. And I'm like, all right. So she calls me back the next. I talked to Joe, and we can do 300. I'm like, 300? I'm like, what the fuck? You might as well not even give me anything. 300. I'm like, my rent was like fucking $1,850 at the time.
You might as well turn me in.
I know. I'm like, it's a global pandemic, lady. She's like, can you get a job? I'm like, get a job. Who the fuck's hiring right now?
Hey, got a job on Broadway, you dumb broad. What are you talking about?
I remember.
See, what are you, Paul Sorvino?
Why don't you just give me a fucking Valium and a handgun to blow my fucking brains out?
She's like, now we got to turn my back on you.
Yeah, it was very like we could
That's what this broad gave me, $300 for a lifetime.
I know. It
wouldn't even pay for the coffin.
I know.
Yikes.
Yeah. And then, that's when times were bad, right? Pod was making $0.
$0.
I was staying at the Shore House because and
Know when you were eating the old chicken from the Acme? 74 pack of drumsticks.
It was like it was buy one get 3 free packs of chicken.
Would they kill a chicken basketball team? What the fuck?
The Cluckers.
Cluckers versus the Rollers.
Hey, if you don't win, it's a fucking death match. If you don't win, you end up in Kippy's bait freezer.
There was nothing skeevier in the fucking grocery store as a kid when your mom would get a fucking huge thing of fucking chicken parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Chicken parts is bad.
So might as well be Legos.
It sounds like something you pick up with the mechanic. Hey, we don't have the parts. We're waiting for them.
You got to order from Germany.
But...
Remember a thigh when you were a kid? You're like, what the fuck is that?
Dude, now I don't fuck with them. Get out of here.
I love a good thigh. White meat and dark meat, crispy skin.
But she was buying new couches in the...
With chicken?
No, my mom, for the Shore. She had ordered, and she's like, they're coming. You got to get rid of the old couches. She goes, you can sell them on Craigslist and keep the money.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And I made $250. And I was like, I'm 35 years old or whatever I was.
You were just looking for COVID at that point.
Oh, my God. It was like... And then I'm like haggling with people. Like, you put something on Craigslist, the fucking worms come out. And they were like, hey, I can do 2... I listed it for like $300 or whatever. It's a pull-out sofa and a love seat, And people are like, I can $300. Like, I can do $170. I can do what? And I'm like, how about $178? I'm like, what am I? This is the worst. This is fucking selling my mom's couch and arguing over $6. What the fuck has my life come to? Grown people have jobs.
2781. I saw an old guy.
The world's worst Shark Tank. For that reason, I'm out. You're a dirtbag on your mom's couch, and for that reason, I'm out.
I saw
How far we've come.
I saw some old man haggling with an Uber. You know, Uber's set.
Yeah.
So this guy,
This is in Pakistan.
this guy, I don't know how he fucking pulled it off, but I guess he was coming from the same place that he comes from a lot. Okay, and it was usually $40.
Okay.
But it was more this time. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just a cab or something like that. Maybe it was sometimes Uber drivers can like randomly pick people up. Out in Queens, it's a little fuzzy. Sometimes those vans can just scoop over and pick people up. And I guess the guy was used to just paying $40 every time. And it was like with traffic or whatever, it was like $48. And this guy was fucking losing it, and he didn't get it. The guy's like, I don't set it's a meter. I don't set
I'm
the
getting
price.
$6 out of this deal anyway.
He's like, it's 40 every time. I'm not being cheap. I just don't have it. Here, take the ones. And he gave him like 4 months and just walked the fuck away.
Jesus.
The guy was sitting in the car like, what the fuck?
Uh-huh.
So I called the cops on him.
Got my best guy on the case. I remember when I was living uptown with my boy, shout out to Googe, they have like those, like the Dominican car service. Uptown is predominantly Dominican, and my boy's Dominican, and they have those Dominican car services. So, which is very like culturally haggle based. You know what I mean? Because this is before Uber, and they don't have meters. You know what I mean? It's not like yellow cabs where like you get in and they start the fucking meter.
There's a rooster driving.
And dude, they would haggle, and it would give me so much anxiety, like insane amount.
In
I don't
Spanish?
know. It's in Spanish,
Oh,
and
man.
it's like no, but it's like and they were going
Just waiting for a gun to come
Oh
out.
man, I'm like, this is fucking tough.
I'll just take the bus,
And
dude.
then he'd be like, yeah, okay, so we'd get in, and then we'd like open beers in the back, and I'm like, what are we doing? This guy fucking hates us, dude.
It's the own rules up there.
Dude,
It's nice.
Yeah, get one of those car services up there, road sodas, pre-Uber.
Do whatever the fuck you want
it's-
in that backseat.
Oh, it's crazy. You have 15 people in the fucking cars.
Just hit the Henry Hudson and keep going.
Don't look back, buddy. We're getting freaky back here.
Drive up the Palisades with the lights off. All right.
Yeah.
Fucking black light in the back. Shit, getting weird.
It was something else. This one's funny. This is from Scott B. Do you know anyone who can rip a phone book in half?
Get the fuck out of here. Fucking piece of shit. I wrote that down last night.
No shit.
God damn it. That's a good one.
That's
Kid
really...
of the 80s, that was the true sign of masculinity. If you could fucking do that, there was one guy in every town that could do it.
I never met him.
I think a lot of dudes cut it on the TV shows and stuff.
I think that there's for sure a trick. It's a parlor trick, I'm sure.
Rip a little bit and then...
Yeah, you start at like the R's or something.
Yeah.
You know? There's definitely something. Let's see, how to rip.
God damn it.
A
I thought that was going
telephone.
to kill.
It did.
I know, but
Yeah, and
I
it
wasn't
wasn't yours.
pitching. Yeah, I just wrote that down yesterday. That's beautiful.
Once you've torn through the edge, ripping the rest of the phone book in half is relatively easy.
That sounds
Says
like some nerd saying that.
JohnnyToughGuy.com. Yeah, I don't know. But if there wasn't a trick to it, it would be impossible, I feel.
Would it?
I mean,
If you spent a little time in the gym and fucking drank your AG1, maybe it wouldn't
Not
be.
this week.
Maybe it wouldn't be.
Nah, yeah, that doesn't make any... It's all hand strength, too. That's like...
Do you know anybody that could fucking hang on a telephone, on a light pole sideways? Like
I don't know anybody that can do a pull-up.
Ooh, man, there was a kid that did
The
that.
flag or something.
He was frightening. He
Mhm.
was from what they call a broken home.
Yeah.
He used to walk around with a baseball bat, no shirt on. He was like 25, dating like a 13-year-old. It was fucking
That shit was
wild.
happened back in the
It
day.
was insane. There was a
Even in my time, like 2005, there was older guys like
he was a neighborhood
coming to
psycho,
parties and stuff.
misdiagnosed, fucking fell through the cracks of the system. They didn't know that much back then. Still living at home, probably fucking torturing his fucking parents.
Mhm.
It was wild,
Yeah, fuck that.
frightening. I think his name was Ramon or something like that.
Paco.
He looked like something from the 80s.
It was the 80s.
Oh, yeah, it was the 80s.
Looks like something from the day we were on. This one's from Andrew. Is it trash to be so cheap that you don't replace the broken ice machine in your fridge and just use ice trays? That's a very Ryan household thing.
Yeah.
It's
That
like,
option is no longer available because no one's coming to fix that.
what are you gonna call? Well, like you would have to call like Sears, which like we wouldn't do. Like
My mom does that. My mom, I think the refrigerator in my parents' house now they were given a full refund for it. I think they were supposed to buy another one with it, which they did not. Just fucking let that ride.
Sure.
So we're just rocking with no freezer.
No freezer?
No, just kidding.
What the fuck? You got a window unit in there? What do you mean, no freezer? You don't got a freezer?
I'm joking. The ice machine doesn't work, though.
Okay.
So there's like 15 ice trays in the fucking freezer on the bottom.
Dusty and stuff.
Oh, brutal.
Fuck that.
I didn't start trusting those, even though it's classy. I didn't really start trusting the door ice water until relatively recent.
Oh, we had one girl that whole time.
It always
I lived in
tasted
that
like
house.
the ice cubes always have like a weird flavor.
They're a little chalky or so.
You're talking about the Half Moon ones.
Yeah.
They sucked in a soda.
I love
They
them.
would kill the fucking the carbonation in a fucking Pepsi like that.
I liked them.
Hated it. Had chicken tender flavor ice. It was brutal. And the water, I just assume it sat in the hose all day. It literally tastes like hose water. Like there was like mushrooms
Haze
growing.
water.
No, hose wooder.
Sorry, it comes out every once in a while. From the suburbs of Philly. I don't know what to tell you. I'm fucking a dirtbag.
Fucking Ed Rendell over here. Haze water.
I waited on him once.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
He was an old family friend of ours. He used to sled at his house.
nice.
So if I ever need a pardon, I
He's
got to
the
call
guy
my
to
aunt to call him.
Yeah, he was pretty legit.
Uh-huh.
Nice tan, fucking probably like a $5,000 suit.
Saw him,
Had some statey with him.
Yeah.
Who just
Oh,
sat
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Oh, real nice.
He used to come. He was the governor of Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, he
He
was the mayor of Philadelphia.
and then the governor.
Very powerful man.
Very powerful man. He was a family friend for a very long time. Still is. But he would come to like anytime my grandparents had like something for my grandparents, like their 50th wedding anniversary or
Yeah,
anything.
you weren't friends with him.
No, I said family.
Eddie!
I got a big family. He would make it a point to come, and he always came with the same trooper.
Yeah, probably the same dude.
Same guy. Yeah.
Those
But
guys are looking
that's
for
like one of the
trouble.
trash things. Mom, remember when you went sledding at Governor Rendell's house? I'm like, I do not, but I tell people I do. Hit the jump, did a 360.
You start thinking.
I was like 4 or 5.
Just praying she didn't fuck him or something like that.
Jesus Christ, my fucking mom. Denise!
Because I told you my mom had an oral surgeon who used to park his motorcycle in our garage. And they were friends. They were friends.
A lot of jokes I could have made about an oral surgeon, parking, garage, motorcycle. I'm not going to do it because I respect
They
you.
were just
I
friends.
respect your family, unlike you to me, apparently.
But I remember at a certain point in high school, across from I was like, "Oh, please tell me she ain't blowing this dude or something for garage space."
Doesn't she watch?
Love you, Patty. She's a good kid. She knows we're joking around. She might get hot about that refrigerator thing, though.
That's what she takes offense to.
I am a whore, but my ice is good.
No, not that. About getting the money from Sears to
I
replace her
told you not to
refrigerator.
tell anybody about that, you fat fuck.
And then not replacing the refrigerator. It started working again.
Doing slip and falls with your fridge, you fucking dirtbags.
I'm going to pretend like you got stuck in there. I spent the night in the refrigerator.
This thing's possessed.
There's a fat kid in my refrigerator.
Like Night at the Museum, the Dino Nuggets are coming to life.
Would you go with your parents for those kind of things? Like when you were getting a new refrigerator or something like that, would you go on like a Wednesday night?
We moved into that house. Everything was new. This was 33 years ago.
Nothing's changed.
They're just replacing it since I've. Like,
That's not the same refrigerator you grew up with. is it?
that's the new. That'll be the new fridge for the next 25 years, and they'll still call it the new fridge. That's a new fridge, a new stove. They redid the kitchen maybe 3-4 years. And there's still a couple of things that need redone that aren't finished. That's a Ryan household thing.
Cabinets just open up to outside.
It's 99. Everything's 94% done.
I used to remember that. I think not even to buy. That used to be an activity. Like on a Wednesday night or something like that after dinner, we'd go to like a Raymore and Flanagan or something like that. And they would just kind of roll around, waste some salesman's time, fucking trying out recliners and doing this and doing that. Ooh. I remember walking into I think I mentioned this. I remember walking into a rent-a-center with my parents one time. And I fucking was like, nope, not doing it.
I'm not renting a couch, you
No,
dumb
fuck it.
bitch.
I don't care.
Start working doubles.
I don't care who's playing in the Super Bowl. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I don't care how great Shaq says it is. I'm not renting a
Let's
fucking.
hit DQ.
Not renting its microwave or whatever.
Let's hit friendlies and go home with a little dignity, huh?
Yeah, no, we didn't buy. There was no new anything because we did move in that house, but then that house, just started slow. I remember the fridge wouldn't close. You had to lift the door had fell off the hinge. So you had to lift it and shoulder it in for it to stick.
Oh, we had a couple of closets like that.
I mean, every sliding door is off the track. I mean, me and my brother got thrown. He pushed me through it, or we were roughhousing or whatever, playing grab ass.
Ooh, I used to fucking abuse those Luon doors.
What's a Luon door?
The thin doors that are like bedroom doors that it's just a really
hollow.
Yeah,
like masonite on each side.
Oh, I used to fucking throw a punch at one of those. Mm-hmm. Let everybody know. Bad boy lives here. It's on the inside, but
yeah, but all the appliances, that's a new washer, dryer. I mean, they all got 30 years out of everything. And we've never called anyone to come and fix anything ever.
My mom's got people running in and out all the time.
No.
It'll
be my stepdad when he gets to it, and that's about 6 months after it breaks or needs fixing.
It's one thing I'll give my dad. I mean, your stepdad was is constructionally inclined.
Yeah, construction company.
Yeah. My dad, he knew he would never go near a fucking socket or anything. Call the guy. I'm not fucking doing
That's what I do. Hey, call the we got the guys in the building. Hey, call up Dragon and his boys and have them come fucking.
Yeah, he's a worry ward. We didn't even like changing light bulbs. Turn the breaker off. We used to turn the breaker off to change light bulb.
Hachi machi.
Kill the power to the township.
I got to call the mayor. He's got to pull the plug on the whole town.
There's no light in the oven. Can't see the meatloaf cooking.
It's like Die Hard. You're out in the middle of the street talking to a guy in a hard hat in the sewer. You gotta shut the whole block down.
The toilet's clogged. Cut the water. I don't want to flood the whole goddamn second floor.
My mom comes in
You'll
with a
ruin my
chainsaw
trains.
and just goes through the line. No siree, bad.
This one is something we've never really talked about there. This is from Ethan. What is is there a minimum amount that is classy to go in on a gift together? My family will all pitch in on a $50 gift. This has to be trash because we aren't hemmed up.
Wait.
So I guess if they're buying, let's make this. If you have to buy a present for your uncle's 60th birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, probably 80th birthday.
Okay.
Right? And you're like, oh, we're all going to get them a gift.
And the total's $50 or $50 a piece?
No, we'll all pitch in on a $50 gift. That's bad.
What is that, $4.95 a piece?
I know. I feel like it's got to be,
It's got to be something big. A chip-in is something big.
I don't even think huge, but bigger than a normal. $50
a couple $100.
$200, I would say, is like, oh, we all chipped in and got you
$200 per family.
an iPad.
$100. Yeah. What the fuck? That's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's bad.
$50?
I don't think I've ever done it. The old lady, my lady will do that. Her and her friends all do that for the girls. There's a group of 8 of them, and it's always it's fucking Tiffany's birthday. And they all chip in. They all put in $50 or whatever on whatever Tiffany and get her, a vacation or not a vacation, but something.
What's Tiffany's deal?
Single, looking to me.
They know about me, these broads?
Probably not. I don't know. I don't know if they watch the show. Is there YouTube in Europe?
You tell me.
YouTube tell me. You choose.
It's called 9.
What? They don't know about one of the most powerful men in podcasting?
I said top 5,000. Dickhead. For Christmas this year, my sister-in-law, love her, organized something really nice for my mom. It was like a package deal. So it was like a super deep clean from a really good cleaning service, and then 4 regular cleans after that, manicure, pedicure, hair, spa day, all that stuff, and then a lineup of Hello Freshes for like 2-3 months.
That's good.
Just to help her out, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like, I think it was like, after it was all said and done, real classy too. She didn't hit me up for it till after it was all done. She hit me up in like March. Was like, okay, we got the
Didn't think you had it, to be honest with you. Hey, I know you're a little light on fun.
post date that check.
Yeah.
It was like $300 a piece, like between like me and my girl and my brother and her, whatever.
That's not bad.
That's $50. Come on.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, if
I would
you-
feel like a dick eating anything at the fucking party if I knew I contributed $4 to the fucking gift.
Mhm.
That's got Big Mouth Billy Bass written all over it too. $50.
And he says it doesn't. He
Some
says we're
TJ
not
Maxx
hemmed
candy.
up. So apparently they all have cash. They're just cheapskates.
Some families are like that with the gifts.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not us. We go heavy. We'll go into debt.
We're not big
For a
on.
face
We're not
throw.
big on gifts. I mean, we've mentioned this a bunch. Like, especially even older now. I mean, like my parents, of course. Like my mom.
What'd your mom get you for Christmas this year? Did you tell me?
Yeah, probably a fucking. I mean, I get the same thing every year. I get like a T-shirt, a fucking Nike hoodie, a fucking sweater, socks, couple of undies, scratchers for my stepdad.
Bill for that Sylvan Learning Center.
Yeah, I wish it was Sylvan. We did not have Sylvan. Wouldn't take a post-dated check.
Yeah, I went to some real shanty.
Mine was
place.
above a dry cleaners or something.
I went to some shanty. They tried with that for a minute with me, but there was no SAT prep
You're
or
a
anything.
money pit. Yeah.
That by then they knew. This was like 9th grade. They took a shot
Mm-hmm.
because I was like sitting sideways in class. They didn't know what was. I didn't know what was going
Couldn't
on.
fit in the desk. Come on.
Can't tutor that. And yeah, it was some fucking rinky-dink place with some bozo nerd from high school. His breath stunk. I think I could beat him up. Like, I ain't doing this shit, dork.
Pussy.
Go get me,
Who needs your words anyway, dude?
go get me a coffee.
I'm gonna be a failure till I'm 46.
Yeah. I'm not going to
gonna
make
be
a
a
living till 50.
Then I'll show you.
You're not even on the JV team, you dork.
I assume neither one of you ever tutored, right?
What?
No, Toby?
What?
He was dumber than you when we took the SAT. Oh, by the way, we took the SATs on the Patreon way back in the day. Yeah, he was worse than you.
Yeah, I'm pretty book dumb.
Tutor was a good gig, though, if you could do it. I always wanted to be a tutor and babysitter. Babysitter was a cushy
Yeah, but that
job.
jammed up your nights. You know
Yeah.
what I thought about kicking
Friday night in like a really rich person's house with a couple of kids that are cool that are going to go to sleep at a certain point. You got the big couch, the big TV. Plus, you can have boys over. Talk to the other girls on the phone.
Gig that somebody did when we moved up here and talked about becoming a masseuse, because you get to set your hours. You're not in like a cubicle. If you can be, and they paid like whatever $100 an hour.
Yeah,
or
then you got to make with the happy endings.
I do
Put on a catcher's mitt.
I do strictly ladies.
That'd be even worse happy ending
Why?
because you would probably disappoint them.
I don't think they have.
All right, it's been 20 minutes. Let's go.
Where's the button on this thing? There an on-off switch? Tell your dad to cut the power.
You start jerking off.
Does this help you at all?
I could see you in an all white, like
Yeah.
the pants,
I thought about it.
looking like a psych ward orderly.
Sure, you buy the table, the fold-up table.
You thought about this
I mean, I kicked around
with those hands? Oh, if I saw those things coming around my shoulder, I'd puke. You kidding me? You got nails hanging off there. You gotta have nice, strong hands for that.
Okay.
You smoking in there? No incense.
Incense.
Just smells like hoagie. Yeah, they run incense in those places in the nice tranquil.
No, you
music.
do it in your place, you dumbski.
Ew, in call? You
Yeah,
fucking
with
whore.
travel, you do like 2 appointments a day, make $150.
Oh, never. What? Going to somebody's house? You don't even got a brick and mortar? I'm not going to you. What were you going to be charging for this?
I mean, it's through the service, I think.
Yeah.
Ron's Jack Shack.
Called- We crank it and yank it.
come down to Kippy's jerk hut.
We make pulling weeds fun.
What?
You're a little brute.
You always push it one too many.
Ron's Jack Shack's all right. Get that on the fucking on
Get
Bonfire.
that on the blower, yeah.
Oh man.
Wait, you mean for his shirt, Ron's Jack Shack?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Somebody
just to
mocked
shed
something up.
Ron's Jack Shack.
Some guy with like a big fist like that.
Who's gonna walk around with a shirt that says Jack Shack on it, though? Also, it was cool to see people in the live shows this week last week wearing the fucking Bernie shirt.
Mm-hmm.
There's a kid in the front row. It was the first one I saw in life. I was like, oh my God, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
One of these days we'll find that guy.
Pulling your root as a term is all right.
Tugging
That's a
your
Kippy.
root. That's a me who I think I stole from my friend who's now schizophrenic.
We should start calling jizz root beer.
That's pretty good. Tugging your root and weaseling off was a pretty good one. Fucking over there weaseling off, aren't you?
We say pulling your pud.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
I'm jerking my dick.
Buddy.
Tugging your root's nice.
Tugging your roots, all right. Playing the banjo. Cranking it.
Jack Jack. Ooh, doggy. All right, let's see. We can do this one, and we can skedaddle out of here. This one, a little bit of a. This isn't. He says it's a garbage, but then paints a pretty big picture. It's more of a story. This is from TJB.
Ooh.
When we would take family road trips, I would ride with my cousin's family, and every time we get hungry, my uncle would make us answer a series of trivia questions in order to win food. Question 1 would be for a small soda, and if we got the question right, we would be you would get then move on to a medium soda and so forth, so on and so forth. If we got the question wrong, we would lose an item. This is like Jeopardy.
Give me your shoes.
Question 2 for a small fry, ... You get the point. It would get to the point where we wouldn't even want the food anymore, and my uncle would just win. Also, he could just be making up the answers, too.
Fucking prick sitting there with 4 sodas.
Man, eating everybody's fries and shit.
It's also very trashy because I did it exclusively. If we were going somewhere as a family, like extended family, if it was us and the cousins and the other cousins, we'd want to mix and match. Like,
Oh, of course.
like I would want to ride with my Uncle Mike and my Aunt Colleen and my cousin Tracy because like my Aunt Colleen sat sideways and it was fun and like we talked and goofed around. Different car.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
We would always do the boys and the girls because there was my brother and sister's age, the cousins, there's 3 boys and 3 girls. All the 3 girls are the same age, the 3 boys are the same age.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was the younger lone wolf. But so all the girls would do one car, all the boys would do the other car.
Mm-hmm.
So that was always like I'd end up getting beat up, and then one of my cousins would hit me too hard, then Danny would hit them, and it was fucking.
Yeah, it backfired on me once. I was getting in a lot of trouble in 11th grade in high school, and we drove down to North Carolina for my cousin's graduation, and they put me in the car with just my Uncle Frank, and he was supposed to like straighten. It was like an 8-hour car ride. It was an old fucking. It was like a late model Lincoln. There was like a 50% chance I was coming back alive. I thought for sure he was gonna pull off and fucking
taking a ride out into the desert.
Dude, I thought he was gonna fucking put me in a hole. Yeah, it was just me and him. Him just crushing Bernie's the whole way. No radio, no nothing. And then about 4 hours in, I heard so what's been going on?
I had one of those.
Took my seatbelt off and rolled out.
I had one of those. Shout out to Uncle Lair.
Oh.
Put me in
place.
Dude. It was I'll never forget, it was my sister's graduation party, and I didn't want to go. I guess it was like, I was probably like 12 or 13 or whatever, and I was like, I wanted to like hang with my friends. They were all like there was something big with my friends going on at that point. Like there was an event. Everyone's going to fucking something. I'm like, fuck, I got this. So I was like, can I go early? Can I go late? Whatever. My mom's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You don't want to be with your family on the fucking. I'm like, they're going.
That guilt, man.
Oh, laid it on.
Then go live with them.
Meanwhile, we were going to like a fucking VFW or something. I'm like, it's not like we're going to the Crystal Tea Room here, Tuds. I'm going to fucking eat meatballs out of Sternos. And like, what do we do? I've done this 1,000 times.
Hey, bring me home some au jus and shut it, will you?
I know. Be fucking trying to make out, try to grab a boob or something. Let the fucking kid live a little bit.
Trying to get my noodle wet.
And that was like a what the fuck. And then she didn't even tell me. My Uncle Lar came up. He was a Vietnam vet.
Just showed up at the house?
No, this was at the party.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it was like...
I've had them come to the house surprised on a Wednesday. My Uncle Mike's car will just pull up in the fucking driveway. And if my dad was away or something like that, I knew that I was fucking dead.
Yeah.
Because you can't... I couldn't maneuver with those guys. Because I wasn't used to them.
Yeah.
And they were always so
You don't have the playbook on this
They
guy.
were always
you
so
don't have the game tape.
so fun and so nice.
But then when they went...
Dude.
Well, that's a thing of torture anyway.
Oh.
Hey, you can't be now you're just hey, be cool, easy does it.
Yikes.
But my Uncle Lar came up and he was like, what's this I hear you didn't want to come? And I'm like, yeah, fucking
That bitch is lying.
fucking trust the word out of her mouth. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And he goes, what are you doing this summer? Because it was graduation, right? It was like June. And I'm like, he's like,
You're joining the Marines.
here's a gun. It was like June, he's like June 25th, you're with me. And he was,
oh, fuck that.
he was a very accomplished soccer coach, and he would have camps, and I had to go work the camps as a fucking like 13-year-old.
Show you how it is.
Oh man, and he was just like zero nonsense. Like, I mean, it was like fuck you. He was calm and slow. He didn't yell.
Yeah.
He would just look at him like, "What the fuck is your problem?" He's like, "I'm sorry, I'm gonna hear you."
Yeah, my Uncle Mike and Uncle Joe were very like that. They were very calm, but then when something fucking went off, you were running for the hills. He busted me making out with my high school girlfriend in her car in the driveway of a shore
Fucking
house.
cock block. What are you doing? Let the high school girlfriend. What else are they gonna be doing? What do you think they're playing crossword puzzles?
He was old school Catholic and didn't like it at all.
You told me you were gay.
I'd rather you be kissing dudes right now.
You're gonna knock this skank up and ruin your life.
At least Timmy can't get pregnant.
Dude, it was something like that. He was screaming from the porch. He's like, get the fuck in here right now. I was like, we're just talking. He's like, don't give me that bullshit. You're just talking. Talk about fucking
We're just
killing
talking.
the-
You have lipstick on.
Talk about killing the mood. Woo. Midnight back to 6. Yikes.
All right, we got to wrap her up, gang.
Gang, we love you. Come
Love
to a
yous.
live show. Come see us. Check out that merch site, too.
Check out that merch
Bonfire.
site. We're going to be adding some shirts. We're going to be adding like a chicken sandwich shirt. We're going to be doing a lot of things, just kind of, new fun things that come up in the show. you
Yeah.
know.
And sign up for Patreon if you want to know the real scoop. Who the real fellas are.
Gotcha,
We love you, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.